I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
There are moments when live TV becomes celebrities' worst nightmare, and it's kinda hard to recover from that series of unfortunate events. And some celebs just end up digging their own grave. Some of those blunders might be entertaining to many of us, but no doubt they end up compromising so many careers. So, to bid rest in peace to the many dead careers of Hollywood, we are rounding up a list of celebs who destroyed their careers on live TV. Number 8. John Travolta. John Travolta knows his Hollywood world pretty well and has given us masterpieces like Grease, Pulp Fiction, Saturday Night Fever, and so many more. What he didn't do right was the award presentation at the Olympics of Hollywood, also known as the Academy Awards. And trust us when we say that this mishap at the Oscars was just painful to watch. At the 2014 Oscars, Travolta was selected to hand out the award for Best Original Song to Frozen's Let It Go. The moment had to be picture perfect for Idina Menzel, who was picking up her well-deserved Oscar for the worldwide Frozen sensation. Things went quite miserably wrong when John Travolta announced Menzel's name as Adele Dazeem. The confusion was cleared up when Travolta mentioned Let It Go as the winner, but he got the singer's name wrong. Yikes on that one. Idina handled the entire fiasco with grace and didn't make things any more awkward on stage. Let's just say Travolta isn't handing out important awards anytime soon. Number 7. Kendall Jenner. Kendall might be the highest paid model of the world right now, but her career has always been rocky. That Pepsi commercial might have been the conclusion to the glamorous modeling era of Kendall Jenner, but thanks to the famous damage control, that didn't happen. But we're going to talk about the embarrassing mishap of the 2014 Billboard Awards. Kendall was supposed to introduce the band 5 Seconds of Summer, but accidentally referred to them as One Direction. We know, 2 entirely different bands from 2 entirely different places. So what exactly went wrong? Well, after this major mistake, she went ahead to blame the teleprompter and said that she's the worst reader ever. Looks like the latter is true, but we just have one question. How does one mistake 5 Seconds of Summer with One Direction? This moment didn't end Jenner's modeling career, but we now rarely see her at award shows to introduce someone, let alone to announce an award. Number 6. Fergie. If you were watching the NBA All-Star Game in 2018, you're probably going to cringe yet again. As a longtime tradition of any NBA All-Star Game, Fergie was appointed to sing the national anthem for the audience and viewers watching from their homes. But let's just say Fergie totally missed the mark when she sang the national anthem in a rendition that was just unacceptable. Many people in the audience, including Chris Rock, Chance the Rapper, and Draymond Green, couldn't hold back their laughter at the breathy rendition of Fergie. Just a few seconds after the live telecast, Fergie's national anthem became a top trend on Twitter for all the wrong reasons as the memes started to pour in. So when things got out of hand and NBA fans were upset about listening to an awful version of their country's national anthem, Fergie had to apologize. She said, and we quote, "I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the intended tone." Well, she got one thing right at least, Exhibit A of why you should stick to the traditional renditions of the traditional anthems. Number 5. Christina Aguilera. On number 5, we have another national anthem mishap, but this one went further than just being an off-tone rendition. You've probably guessed it by now as we're talking about Christina Aguilera forgetting the words to the U.S. national anthem, and that too for the opening of the 2011 Super Bowl, which didn't settle well with the audience because, let's be honest, after the NBA, Americans only care about the Super Bowl. That's like Christmas of sporting events for Americans. Now don't get us wrong, Christina is one of the best live performers of her generation and has given us multiple hits here and there. In fact, her performance of the national anthem was going great until she became a little misplaced and couldn't keep up. That moment was enough for Christina to go a little out of tune, and she ultimately swallowed some of the words to the anthem. Even though artists forget their lines all the time and her performance wasn't half bad, it still came at a place which is one of the most watched events in the world. Many critics and media outlets were quick to pick up on this small indiscretion, but hey, you can trust Christina to keep her head high. Number 4. Bill Maher. Bill Maher has said some pretty controversial stuff in the past, like normalizing fat shaming, calling coronavirus Chinese virus, labeling Muslims a mafia and whatnot. That's all part of his anti-politically correct rhetoric, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. However, he took things too far in 2017, and it was impossible for him to make a return. While discussing the practice of not dressing up for Halloween in Nebraska, Senator Ben Sasse invited Maher to visit him in the state so that they could work in the fields together. Normal courtesy, right? Apparently, it's not going to do Bill Maher. He responded to Sasse by basically saying that he isn't going to work in the fields like home slaves used to before slavery was abolished altogether in America. And yeah, he didn't exactly use the word slave, but used the N-word as an equivalent. Audience obviously didn't agree with Maher's racist sentiment, but he brushed it off like he always does because apparently it was just a joke. Well, this moment wasn't just another Bill Maher letdown, and the backlash made him apologize. Number 3. Kanye West. Kanye has a number of moments that have tainted his career in one way or another. Remember the entire slavery was a choice fiasco when West was openly endorsing Trump? Yep, not exactly a great look on him. But before all of these Kanye messed up moments, there was the 2009 MTV Awards. That night was pretty special for Taylor Swift, who won her MTV Best Video Award for You Belong With Me. And Kanye, who wanted Beyoncé to win for Single Ladies, stormed up to the stage to not only interrupt Taylor's winning speech, but also to snatch the award right from her hand. Fast forward to 2016, and Kanye actually claimed that exact MTV Awards moment made Taylor famous. So she should be grateful to Kanye. Just like many of you, we're also thinking about Kanye's audacity that just never seems to phase away. Even though Kanye isn't exactly cut off from show business, like, did you guys know he won a Grammy in 2021 for Jesus is King? Yep, he's making a contemporary Christian music now. But the Kanye interrupting Taylor moment was a huge setback for the rapper. Number 2, Janet Jackson. This one is probably the least surprising incident on today's list. We are, of course, going to talk about Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake's controversy from the Super Bowl halftime show of 2004. We all know how the entire incident went down. At the end of the performance, Timberlake went ahead and tore apart Janet Jackson's top to reveal her breasts to the audience of more than 71,000. Many people cited the entire incident as a gross display of American values and accused Janet Jackson of pulling off a publicity stunt. Soon enough, Janet Jackson was getting canceled according to the 2004 standards, and MTV was forever banned from producing any halftime shows. Even though Justin was the one to tear apart Janet's clothes, the backlash was based prominently on Janet only. Janet Jackson's career took a serious toll, and many of her fans vanished from the scene, but things changed quite a bit in 2019's halftime show when Adam Levine of Maroon 5 performed shirtless. Many people couldn't help but to point out that Janet Jackson's harsh media trial was uncalled for, as Adam Levine did not get a similar treatment. Number 1. Sinead O'Connor. Sinead was doing pretty alright in her career when she was invited as a musical guest on Saturday Night Live in October 1992. Her performances were going smoothly until she started to perform Bob Marley's War, which has an anti-racism sentiment. But Sinead decided to change things up when she made the song all about child sexual abuse that was happening in the Catholic churches all around the world. That's just not it, though. She then took out a photo of Pope John Paul II right in front of the camera, only to tear it apart into pieces. Sinead concluded this entire scene by chanting, "Fight the real enemy." Yep, her protest was too advanced for her years, and she was ultimately canceled that very day. And that's a wrap for celebs who destroyed their careers on live TV. Which of these moments made you cringe internally? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends. We'll see you in the next one.